Hello YouTube viewers and stolen YouTube intros. Today we're going to be looking at this, which is the NECA Godzilla vs King Kong 6-inch Godzilla figure. And here it is in its original packaging. You can't really see the toy, but you do get this lovely recreation of the original 1992 poster. As you can see, it has the original Japanese text and a smaller version of the American title in the middle. The side of the box is roughly the same, with a larger view of the Godzilla vs King Kong American title, as well as the 65th anniversary Godzilla logo. On the back it shows off the toy in various poses, as well as the accessory of the atomic breath. But what's a nice detail is that the quotes to describe the toy are actually the English translations of the Japanese quotes of the poster, which is a fantastic little detail and I absolutely love it. At the bottom it also has a short paragraph about the movie that this Godzilla was in, which you can pause if you want to give a read, as well as having also the Toho logo and the Godzilla trademark. As we open the display flap, we get a good look at the actual toy itself, as well as a picture of the Godzilla toy in action, or just posing and doing stuff. It's a great way to actually display the toy without taking out of its original packaging. But that's not what we're here to do, so let's get on and actually remove it out of its packaging and have a look at the actual toy. And here it looks straight out of the box. I haven't actually touched it, I just took it out of the box, and this is what you get basically with the toy. You need to attach on the tail to the back of Godzilla because, well, it would mean that the box would have to be much bigger to actually house this toy, as well as also makes Godzilla look like he needs to go to the toilet with his legs crossed. Popping the tail into the back with a ball joint can actually be a real bit of a struggle and requires a lot of force to push it in, which can be very frustrating and actually for this very hard to do, which even led to me actually getting blisters on my hands due to rubbing it against the rough surface of the Godzilla figure. This is the same with all of the NECA Godzilla figures, which I wish they would actually fix because it makes it a real pain when you first get it to try and attach this tail. I wish there was another way they could have done this. Once the tail is attached, here is your King Kong vs Godzilla, and I gotta say, the attention to detail is just amazing. Looking at Godzilla, the face sculpt is absolutely perfect and really does show off that sort of menacing but also dopey look that the King Kong vs Godzilla had. The paint apps on Godzilla's face are just damn near perfect, the eyes are absolutely spot on, as well as the mouth and jaw, even featuring the actual tongue, which is we don't really see the tongue in the movie, but they still thought to add it into the actual toy, which is just a great bit of detail. The skin texture is absolutely spot on as well from the original movie. It's rough and jagged, and there's just so much detail in every single scale. The back spines are also damn near perfect, with them even getting the paint details with the white tips at the end. And while this doesn't have much paint apps towards it, it doesn't feel like a mass-produced toy, it feels like a handcrafted product, which is something NECA always seems to pull off. There's such incredible attention to detail and quality in their product, which just steps them above the rest. As for movement, well, Godzilla has a jaw which can be a bit stiff at first, but does open quite wide, allowing you to put in the atomic breath. The head can move from side to side slightly, as well as up and down, so Godzilla can nod or shake his head. The head also does the full 360-degree exorcist twist, and the same is with the back. With the neck, can also nod, move from side to side, and twist the full 360 degrees. The arm-shoulder joint is very stiff, but can be moved about. It can turn 360 degrees, but it is very stiff, and that's due to the plastic rubbing on the plastic, causing it to get caught. The same is with the elbow. While it is easier to twist around, moving it can be really stiff and a real pain. The wrist can also go 360 degrees, as well as move, giving Godzilla a bit of arm dexterity, and his fingers can also be clenched into a fist, but again it is very stiff. Godzilla's chest can also move slightly, however the back fins restrict it from moving completely, meaning that it is also again very stiff to pose and properly move about. Godzilla's leg can kick out but also move completely so that you can make Godzilla do the splits. But again, this is very stiff with the plastic rubbing against each other. Godzilla can't really kick out, his leg just sort of moves to the side. There is a knee joint, but it is very stiff, and I actually failed to be able to move it at all during this recording. It is so stiff I can't actually properly move it. But it does go 360 degrees, meaning that Godzilla can have his feet pointing backwards or something. His foot also has a bit of movement meaning it can lean forwards and backwards, as well as twist a full 360 degrees, like the rest of the thing. Godzilla's tail has many joints into it, which I don't really want to go into every single one, but it allows it to be posed in many different ways, which again, it's very good. It's just a little bit stiff. This Godzilla can be posed in many different ways, but the joints rubbing against the plastic makes it very stiff to pose and not much of a toy, more of a display figure. As for accessories, you get this white atomic breath, but while it looks like it's actually painted completely white, it's more like a frosted plastic that's had the details of white painted into it to make it look more like fire. However, I'm a bit upset that it's not blue like it was in the movie. To put in the atomic breath, you simply open Godzilla's mouth and just ram it on in there. It holds very well and makes it give this Godzilla more action to it to make it look like he's actually, firing his atomic breath and, wiping out stuff. So overall, what do I think of this toy? Well, I think it's very good. It's a very well detailed and well crafted toy. However, it is very stiff in parts, which makes it very difficult to pose and, well, not much of a play toy. This is more of a display model. Popping the tail into the back can be a massive pain, and while actually recording this, the head actually fell off when I was trying to put the atomic breath into his mouth. But those aren't massive faults with the toy. It's incredibly well built and very well detailed. It's a great display model you can give to Godzilla fans, but they can be a bit hard to find and a bit pricey, so they are good for like gifts or if you're a real die-hard Godzilla collector. But I would definitely recommend a Godzilla fan getting this. It's a solid recommendation for die-hard Godzilla fans, but if you want to get a toy for like your child to play with Godzilla, then I wouldn't really recommend it as much. It's more of a display model than an actual play toy. So that's my first ever Godzilla toy review done. Tell me what you think of it in the comments below, and tell me what you think of the toy. I also have a Patreon if you want to support my channel and all that good stuff, and also make sure to like, subscribe and all that other stuff. I'm Alex Hunt, and I will see you next time when I review another toy or whatever stuff I decide to review next. I'll see you later. Bye bye.